Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Bijay and I'm a Microsoft MVP in SharePoint. In today's video, we are going to discuss how we can convert a classic SharePoint team site to modern communication site. As you know, a modern communication site is a very visually attractive site where you can share information with others. Information may be the news, maybe a report or other kind of information where you can display or you can share those information which is visually compelling. So you will see a very visually attractive site. That's the reason communication sites are nowadays very popular, and you can convert your classic SharePoint site to a modern communication site. Now we will see how we can use PowerShell for this, and I will show you both the approaches. One is SharePoint Online Management Shell and the other one is PNP PowerShell. So we'll see both the commands, how it will work and what are the parameters that you need to pass. But before that, let me tell you that you should remember these points. First of all, what kind of sites that you can convert using these commands. So the first one is, it should not be Office 365 group connected site. That means the site that you are using, it should created by using STS-0, which is the classic SharePoint site template. So it should be a classic site. And the next thing is, it should be a top level site collection. If you remember, before this modern experience, we usually call this as site collections. Now it is everything is site. So this should be a top level site collection, because a sub site you cannot convert it. And last important thing is, there should not have any publishing feature enabled in those sites. If you are working with classic SharePoint site, then you might have been come across scenarios where you usually activate these publishing features in a team site. And for that, we have to activate two features. One is at the site collection level, SharePoint server publishing infrastructure feature, and each site level, we usually activate SharePoint server publishing feature. So make sure both the things should not be enabled. In fact, neither of the features should be enabled in the site collection. So now, okay, if you are interested to learn SharePoint, I have a training course. You can check it out. I'll put the link in the video description. You can see here there's a SharePoint development training course, which is more than 60 hours, and there are 23 modules are there. It includes all the latest things like SPFX, Power Platform, everything is there. You can check out this link I'll put in the video description, and you will get details module wise, everything whatever there in this training content. So you can check it out. Now coming back to our code. So SharePoint Online Management Shell, if you have not gone through how we can start with it, I'll put a video, but just remember that you can download SharePoint Online Management Shell and you can install in your machine. So for example, here I have a Windows 10 machine, and then I downloaded it and install it. Once you download and install, then you can run these commands and you can use it. So let me go through this command. So connect-SPO service is the command where you want to connect to the SharePoint admin center, and that is the first thing you require to run any command on your SharePoint tenant. So it will take your admin URL. So you can see here I have put it connect-SPO service, then -URL, and here is the SharePoint admin center URL. So you can see here this info is my tenant name -admin, and then I'm putting the credential and it will ask me the password. And the command that we'll use to convert the communication site or to enable the communication site features, it is enable-SPO com site, and then the site URL on which you want to convert or you want to enable the features. And then you can see here -design package ID. This is an optional parameter. So basically there are three things it will ask if you create a communication site. Maybe it's a topic or showcase or blank. You can see here, and there is a ID associated with this. So if you will not pass any parameter, then it will take the topic ID, else you can pass showcase and blank. These are actually these are the things it comes when you create a communication site. Let me just quickly show you. Now if I will open my admin center, you can see here this is my admin center. If you'll go to active sites, you can just click on create, and if you will say communication site, you can see this is the design that it is asking: topic, showcase and blank. So now here, this is the same design package ID that you have to take, and you can pass it here. If you will not pass anything, then it will take topic. Now let me open SharePoint Online Management Cell and we will quickly run this. So I will open SharePoint Online Management Cell. You can see here this one. I'll run as administrator. So I will just click yes. So now my SharePoint Online Management Cell command came, and here now we can run the command. So let me just copy this command. You can see here, this is our first command that we discussed to connect to the SharePoint Online site. You can see it is asking me for the password. So I'll put my password here. And if the password is correct, then you will be connected. You can see here. And next, you can run this command. So if you will see here, I have classic SharePoint site 1 is there. Let me show you how we can get these things. So let me just close it. So if you'll go to active sites, you can use this view filter and you can say classic sites, and you will be able to see that there's a site which is saying site/classic site 1. So this is the site which we will try to convert, and this is exactly the site where you can see classic site 1, and it has the classic look and feel. Now, so if you want to actually create any classic site and you are using modern experience, you can actually you go to more features, and if you will scroll down, there is classic site collection page, and if you click on open, it will actually open your classic admin center, not exactly the admin center, but the site collection page, where you can see all your classic site, as well as you have the option where you can create it. So that is where you can create it. So I have already created the site. So now we will run the second command. So I will copy this enable-spo com site, and I'll put it here, and I'll click on enter. So it is asking that if you want to proceed it, click yes, or you can press Y, but make sure that this is a permanent action and cannot be undone. So you need to remember that. So once you run this command, then it is done. Now you can see here, now it is saying that the site has been converted, and you can see here, this is the command. Now I will try to open this site here. Now if we will go back here, I will just put it, this command. You can see here, now you will be able to see the modern communication site features. But if you look at this URL, you can see here, actually it created one more page as home1.spx, and this is the this is what the page has been set for the home page for this classic site. And if you actually look at this, I will go to the site content page, and on the site content, if you'll go to the site pages, you can see this is all our pages, and this is the page that we have created now. So remember, when we saying that we are converting it, actually it is enabling those communication features on the classic site. If you will actually now look at the template, it will still say that this is a classic site, this is not a communication site. For example, if I'll actually go here and refresh it, you can see it is still showing me, it will show me that classic site 1 is a classic site. You can see here it is coming under this. In fact, if I'll go to active sites and I will click on classic sites, you can see here it is still showing me that this site is actually a classic SharePoint site. Only thing is you are getting all these features of a communication site. So and you can see here it is showing that oops, you can see here this one. So there is a home, you can see it is saying home 1. Probably you should rename this one. So you can just click on this triple dot, you can see rename, and you can actually say, let's say new home or something, and I'll click on rename, and you can go here and you can set as home page. So now anytime if you'll open this on a new tab, you can see here now the URL changes and it is saying new home.spx. So this is how we, by using SharePoint Online Management Cell, we can convert it. Now let's go back to our other one, which is known as the PNP PowerShell. Now if you are new to PNP PowerShell, again I'll put a video where you can check how you can work with PNP PowerShell. But if you have already got it, then you can just run this command. But those who are new, so install -module SharePoint PNP PowerShell online. So this online, you can see here, this is the command that you have to run first, so that then you can connect your PNP commands. If you want to work with SharePoint 2013, 2016 or 2019, then the command will be install -module SharePoint PNP PowerShell. Then you can put 2013 or 2016 or 29 like this. So that's just one command you require to work with PNP. Now here also the same thing. First thing is you will connect to the site. So in this case, you can see here, this is the command connect-PNP online, and you will pass the URL and the credentials. And the next one is the command which is saying enable-PNP com site. So this is the command which we can use to enable the communication features in our SharePoint Online Classic site. Now let me open this command prompt. So you can actually run any command prompt even. So here I will use the same SharePoint Online Management Shell, and I will try to take this command first of all. Or in fact, if you want, you can actually use SharePoint Online Management you can use Windows PowerShell ISE. So for example, if I will open ISE, so you can see here PowerShell ISE, and I will run as administrator. So once you open this, you can actually run both the commands at once. So I will just copy these commands. You can see here I have taken this, and this time I will take a classic SharePoint 2 site. So this is the URL. Let me just open it. So I will take another tab. You can see here, this is our classic SharePoint site which is saying classic 2. Here it is. So now go back to our Windows PowerShell. I will run this, and first thing it is asking the username and password. So I'll put the username and password tsinfo.onmicrosoft.com and the password. So once you have done this, you can see here it is showing that the new version is coming for PowerShell. That's okay. And now you can see that command has been executed successfully. Now let's open this in another tab. So I'll just take till this one, and I will put this, and you can see here same thing is happening, home one, and everything else is same. So you will get the features. And in fact, if I will to home.spx, you can see here I'll be able to see the classic page. So that means you can obviously you can see now here just a new page it is creating, and that page is your home1.spx, and which is a modern communication site page. So now I hope you got the idea that when we are trying to convert, actually we are not converting, it is actually taking, or you are getting the communication features in our classic SharePoint site. But anytime you will check the template, it will give you STS-0, which is a classic SharePoint site template. If you want to learn similar kind of videos, then subscribe to our channel. You will get this kind of free videos, and a lot of videos you will get, and you can learn on SPFX, on SharePoint, on Office 365, Power Platform, everything you will get on that. Thank you and have a nice day.